long because you know these Google Hangout links are not short at all. But let me see. Well, no, it's not too bad, but it's hard to type. Yes, Lily is life. Lily is life. Lily loves life because she gets it in. So let me make a bit.ly link for you guys so that I can just tell you what it is, and that way you can pop on and you could probably still watch from your phone. It'll just be better if you can actually see my screen because you know how Periscope is. If I try to turn over so you guys can see my laptop, it's not going to go so well. Right. And so what should I name the bit.ly link? Let's just say Photoshop Live. Oh, that works. So if you guys go to bit.ly/Photoshop Live. So all lowercase Photoshop Live. Photoshop Live. You should be able to see me on YouTube, I think, hopefully. And anyone watching on YouTube is probably like, what in the world is she talking about? I have one viewer on YouTube. So somebody's looking and they're probably like, what is this girl doing with her life? Yep. Photoshop Live. Yep, that's it, Tara. Oh, that's you? So you can see me? Whoop, whoop. Now it's two people. Now, the only thing that's weird is I can't see if you guys make comments. So I don't know if I'm supposed to go into YouTube as well and look at the chat box to see who's looking or who's commenting. That part I'm not so 100% sure about. So let me share my screen on here. So how do I focus it again? I'm tapping once, you guys. It's not focusing on Periscope. Come on, Periscope, act right sometimes. So probably I should just go live on YouTube. It's 6 of you guys there. So maybe we're going to ditch Periscope. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? Let me find. And can someone type in the chat box for me? Can you hear me on YouTube? Yes, you can hear me. Okay, well, I'm probably just going to ditch Periscope. So anyone who's watching Periscope, I mean, I guess I can leave it up, but it's not focusing. Okay, whatever. Sorry, you guys. Let me stop trying to figure that out and share my screen. So here we go. Well, let me minimize because I want to see. Okay, you guys say you can hear me. If you guys can't hear me, type in Periscope for me if you can't hear me for whatever reason. So, okay, you guys, I have to make this flyer. So I'm going to show you the original flyer. So Daniel called me and he said that they already had a flyer made. They already had a flyer, but he's working with other people that are sponsoring the event and they don't like the flyer per se. And so he had me also talk to someone else as part of the event. And the thing that they don't like about the flyer, can we do the link again? So it's bit.ly Photoshop Live. Photoshop Live, all lowercase. So, Daniel, this is the flyer that they already had. I don't know how well you can see it. And so they said that when you look at the flyer, you don't get a sense of the actual event. It doesn't, you can't see it. Yes, our YouTube, miss, yep. You don't get a sense of the actual event. Know that it's going to be at this nice venue. Okay, so when I did it on this side, it focused. Oh my goodness. Sorry, you guys. And that they wanted to have the actual venue on there or a representation of people actually at a a watch party. So they want some type of representation of where they'll actually be. So then that's where this picture that you see right here. So this is me actually trying to build the flyer. I literally don't know what I'm going to do. I'll try my best to explain what I'm actually doing while you guys are watching. I just wish Periscope would act right and focus the camera. But I don't think, oh, there it goes. Okay. So what I had in mind, the very first thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to put like an overlay, tap the center. That's clear. Okay, yeah. An overlay on this. And really I was thinking like a gradient overlay. So what I'm going to do, clear on both. Okay, cool. Is put a new layer. So on the right hand side where they have these boxes, you can create a new layer. And that's the thing about Photoshop that's kind of, it can seem like a lot because you can have layers, but the beautiful thing is that if you want to try something but you don't want it to change permanent picture, you can put it on a separate layer. And that way, if it looks kind of janky, you can just delete the layer. So I'm going to do a new layer, even though you can't see it. And then what I'm going to go in and put a gradient on top of it. And so the gradient is going to be based on the foreground color. So we're going to do foreground color. And you guys, if I'm losing you, just let me know with this language that I'm talking about, to the background color. And really, I want the bottom part to have more white than the top part. So I probably need to do Madison. Put those shoes down. Foreground to transparent. So let's try that. Can you pull out just a bit so we can see what you're clicking? Oh, okay. It's probably going to be hard on the phone, but yeah, I can pull back. But did you guys see how I was able to make the gradient? And that's exactly what I want. I would almost like for it to be a little bit more white at the bottom. But I think in order to do that, I would have to go inside the gradient editor and change it to where the white stops. Okay, it's not, I might have to move this. Not really moving as much as I wanted it to. And the reason that I'm trying to get it very white at the bottom is because they have a lot of logos for all the people that are part of the event. And I want those to be as clear as possible. And I want those to be at the bottom. So I may have to go in and put an actual white box, but we'll see. You guys, in order to make this flyer, I'm going to have to do so many things. And I just wanted to show you how intricate it is to actually design. So not only do you have to go with the direction that they want and the placement that they want, you have to put all the stuff together visually, and it's not easy at all. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So in order to put these logos on here, some people have a PNG, which means that their logo is transparent. But a lot of times people will have their logo and all they'll have is a JPEG. So make sure if someone does a logo for you that you get the transparent logo, because when people are trying to collaborate with you, they need to be able to have extra work for them if all your logos are not transparent, right? So there's 4 logos on here that I have to make more prominent than the other logos. Where is my task? I'm like, where's the details? So the top 4 logos should be Brunch Royalty, Revive the Vote, Unity 16, and WPGC, which I'm not even sure which one that is. So then he also said to put So Unity 16. So let's find Unity 16 because they're the one that's for real throwing the event. So with Photoshop, you can pull in images. I know it's hard probably to see on Periscope, but you can pull in images into Photoshop. So that's on there. So this one, they're the ones who are like prominent and they're doing the event. Of course, I'm not going to leave it that big, but I have to make sure that people know that they're putting the event on. And I have to find a way to put all these different logos on here. So this should be a task, you guys. So in order, so what I'm pressing right now, I'm pressing Shift and Alt so that when I bring in the logo, it doesn't distort it and it keeps all the pixels together so it doesn't look all crazy and wonky. And just pressing the. So I'm thinking that make this one, you can't really even see that though. We'll have to figure that out. So then you need to, I'm going to put something like presents. And a lot of times I'll just put in all the information that I know has to go on here for sure. And then I'll start just playing with the placement, making sure that everything looks right. But the way that my brain works, I need like everything on there and not trying to like put it in the end and like, oh, I forgot this, I forgot that. So he said they're powered by brunch royalty. So this needs to be at the top. So this one, they do not have a PNG for their logo. So since they don't have a PNG for their logo, I'm going to have to, but well, you know what? You can do it two ways. So what I would do is I would open up a new, excuse me, a new window of their logo. I'm gonna have to go in, click and unlock the background and use the, you guys, I'm pressing like a million things, I'm sorry. Do the magic eraser. Trying to help you guys out in Periscope land. Do the magic eraser. And I could do this too, so that it's a little bit more in the camera. So then what I'm doing is the magic eraser works. Basically, I can just pick the color that I want to erase and it'll just erase that color. But you have to be careful with it sometimes because it'll erase more than what you want it to. But if you have images where it has a lot of contrast in it, you can immediately just erase something. So I can go in spaces where I don't want the white to show. It's probably not a big deal right there. So then what I would do is I'm basically using their logo to create my own transparent logo. And you can either save it or you have the ability in, I'm going to save it just in case I have to change something later. But since I'm already using it within another window, I can just bring it in. Oh, I missed some spots. So just kidding. So did you guys see where I missed the spots? And you could see it when I tried to bring it over in the picture. I missed another spot. But that one's may not be as big of a deal, but I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna change it anyway. So I missed this. Okay. So then you just bring it over. I missed several spots. But whatever, I can go back and fix that because I know you guys are trying to watch. So then you press Control T if you want to change the size of something, and then you hold shift and all at the same time, so that when you bring it in, it remains intact and it has the same specs and the same ratio, even ratio. And I don't know how I'm going to put all these logos everywhere, you guys. I'm probably not going to even put their logos right there. So what I'll do is I'll probably type out their names and begin to put the ones that are really important on here first. So this one is really important. And the other ones, not that they're not as important, but I think these are like the big sponsors for the event. So, oops. And anytime you mess up, you can just go to edit and step backwards. And the last thing that you did will, I need to make sure. Layer two. So that way you don't fear making mistakes, because you can always do step backwards. And this one is like way too big. I'm trying to fit the most prominent four at the top. And so then the next important one is, I think, Mr. VIP. So for anyone that's joining in, I'm actually live on YouTube. And right now, if you want to actually see my screen, you would have to go over there. But I think this one is big. People have no idea how much goes into design work. This type of tutorial opens eyes. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not even nowhere near how much work I have to do. So I know I won't be showing the whole design on here, but just kind of showing you how intricate it is. So sometimes when people tell you their price for design, it's not like they're just trying to rip you off. It's because it really is a time consuming activity, especially to get the design right. And yeah, it's just, it's not, I mean, while I enjoy it, it definitely is tedious. It takes time. And then even afterwards. So my YouTube link, so either Deidre, you can go to Miss B Fab 214, or you can go to the bit.ly link is bit.ly/Photoshop Live, all lowercase. And so I'm also going to be having a workshop next Saturday while I'll be going into how to use Photoshop, and of course breaking it down for a beginner level and showing you how you can make stuff for your own brand. Because a lot of times it's not like you're going to be a designer, but you do want professional looking graphics. It just really is going to help out. It really goes a long way. So I'm trying to put the most important ones up here, size them to where everything looks cohesive, right? Um, and then all the other little ones. So man, okay. So then he also said to put Mr. VIP as a big logo on there as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop on Periscope, because I know it's hard to see on Periscope. So if you guys want to join on YouTube, I'll probably stay on YouTube for a majority of the time, so that people can see what I'm doing, and it's just a little bit easier. So bit.ly/Photoshop Live. I can't remember that to save my life. And I'll be showing my designs on there. Hey, Tori. So what I'm doing is I'm live on YouTube showing my actual screen, and I'm making a flyer for one of my clients in Photoshop. So I'm doing like a behind the scenes of how to use Photoshop. And so you can go over there to see my actual screen because I don't have the fancy Apple phone. So if you go to bit.ly/Photoshop Live, just watching. I can't. Oh, you're watching on YouTube? Go to YouTube. I miss BFAB214 on YouTube. So I'm gonna hang up on or get off on Periscope and just be on YouTube. Why are you doing that? Okay, thank you for joining. Hopefully you can join on YouTube. Thank you. I wish I had scope though. I wish I could do it right now. Okay, so hopefully you guys can still hear me on YouTube. So I'm going to stop trying to multitask. So I'm gonna go to YouTube where you guys are and make sure that you can hear me in the comments section before I keep talking because I don't really know how to find myself. This is interesting how they have this. So how do I figure out how to chat with you guys? So my channel. Oh no, I probably should have clicked the video manager. I know you guys said you could hear me, but if you cannot hear me, someone DM me on Instagram or Facebook or somewhere to let me know if you can't hear me. Because I don't see myself. I don't. I know y'all are probably like, girl, we can hear you. Okay, let's build. Maybe this is it. Okay, public view. Open live chat in a new window. Finally found the chat. Yes, yes. Okay, cool. You can hear me. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go back to this flyer. So you guys, I literally am trying to think how I'm going to put this information up here. So I have 4 people on. So I understand if you guys don't want to keep watching because I'm telling you it's really about to take forever. But we keep going. So he wants me to say unity. Oh, come on, caps. Unity. I need to get my paper and actually write out what he wants me to say. Unity 16 Revive. So it's called Revive the Vote Watch Party. I'll be feeling illiterate. Okay, so Revive the Vote Party. Unity 16. So this definitely needs to be big because this is the actual event. Probably needs to be black. Let's try bold. I don't like bold. And my Photoshop acts so funny when I try to put in quotation marks. So we just gonna leave that off for right now. The vote watch party. Oh, I could probably spell party right, huh? So Unity 16 presents. So let's do Unity 16 a little bit bigger as well. Probably change the font. So you guys have questions, definitely type them in, and I'll be trying to check them when I remember to. By the vote watch party. Oh my goodness. This thing gets on my nerves when it gets to acting like this. Okay, so Unity 16. I know y'all probably like, why is she saying this a million times? This is literally what I have to do to figure out what I'm going to design. So powered by Brunch Royalty. So Unity 16. Let's say Unity 16 plus. Plus Brunch Royalty, right? That's kind of a cool name. So in Photoshop, you're able to add whatever text that you have within your computer. You can also buy fonts from Creative Market, or you can get fonts really from anywhere. You can Google free fonts on Google. Google has fonts. You can Google free fonts, and then you just add them to the storage on your actual computer or desktop. And then they will be present in Photoshop to help you kind of have a different look or the certain look that you're going for, and not, maybe not having the fonts that everyone else has, to give you that personalized touch. E16 Brunch Royalty. I know this looks crazy right now, you guys, but hopefully I will pull it all together. Brunch Royalty. I think I want to put that Mr. up at the top, Mr. VIP, because I actually do like the way his logo looks. I think it will. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Ooh, it's big. Goodness gracious. So just Control T to bring something in. Let me see if you guys have any questions. I mean, his thing was super big. Oh man, now it's distorted. Oh, it's looking crazy. Messed it up. Let me make sure you guys don't have any questions. Okay, no questions. I'm gonna actually delete that one. So usually if you try to bring something in within the frame that you're in, it'll try to custom fit inside the frame, even if it was a lot bigger than the actual picture. Okay, now my thing is acting crazy. So it really doesn't stand out, but I kind of like that. Unity 16. So we're gonna have to find something to do with that Revive the Vote. So Revive the Vote watch party. And Host committee, other logos. So that is the main text that has to be on there. So if I know that that's pretty good, the only other thing, if we go back to the original flyer, they had um they just had official 2016 election event hosted by Rev Tony Lee, powered by, and so it says catered by Brunch Royalty. Okay, so then the place, I'm gonna have to get that city's logo. So let's Google cities logo in, I think it's in Maryland. No. Okay, let's see. Where is it at? Maybe it's in BC K Street. So, yes, you guys, this is the life of something so small, a little flyer taking up this much time. This is the real deal, Holyfield. Madison, where are you going? Come back. Sure, I have all the details. I need to go on the website present first before I go in and do the design. So I know that this needs to be on there. I don't know why it's looking crazy, but I think it'll fix itself in a minute. So I kind of want to have it at the bottom again, but I need to leave space for the other. Why is it white instead of black? Oh, I'm being slow because that's the color it is on the thing. I think I need a black version. Madison, come back down the stairs. I might just have to make it black myself. So in order to make something black yourself, I'll just open it in another window so you guys can actually see. So this looks really small. But if you go, and so what I'm going to do is an overlay. So I would go in and make a black box over the top. And then I would go click into, if you want to put that on, you can put it on. And then I would just drag it back into my document and see what it looks like. Oh, I'm tripping. Didn't mean to do that. Rewind, you guys. I got to drag both layers together. So then it is black. We needed to link them. So in order to link them, let me figure out where they are. You just click both of them and you would right click and do link layers. So that way when I move them, they'll always move together. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it. So then the next thing I need to do is honestly go in and put all these little other logos that need to be on there. And I'm gonna probably have to make them like baby super small so that everything And so here's another one that they don't have it. Madison, come down the stairs. So it's just shift alt in and make it really small. Like I'm gonna have to make these like baby small. I think she's another one who doesn't have. I don't even think Daniel. Oh no, his is right. Madison, you working on timeout. Come down those stairs. So this is my real day-to-day life of me trying to design work, mom, wife, all these things. To work because I have to work. Because you want to have Play-Doh, you want to have all those things, right? And food, and you want to be able to go to school. So you got to work to provide for your family.
I have some more school, one more school to go in the morning again. So I have to go there. When I wake up, I have to go to school. If I don't get there on time.
So that's another one that I'm going to have to go in and take out the whites. It looks like I guess maybe it's not. Why does it look like it's way more things on that other flyer? I think that's how her flyer looks. So I may not need to go in and take the white out of hers. I think her flyer literally already looks like that. I'm about to check and see if you guys have any questions. So that's a JPEG. And then someone actually only had a PDF of their logo. I'm like, what am I going to do with a PDF? So he didn't send me this Natalie Lacole. Yeah, I am missing some logos. So being said, I'm going to have to email him. Yeah. So where are you guys at in the chat? I'm glad that this is just not me, that when doing flyers, it takes time. Sometimes clients and other think it's just copy and paste and clip art. No, it's not, because you can see that I literally, at this point, I'm just pasting the stuff in there, but it doesn't have any design elements. Like it doesn't look personalized at this point. I mean, I did do the background, but there's so many other things to making it look like an actual design. Madison, put your clothes on. Yeah. So do you guys have anything that you would actually like me to show you? Because I'm going to stop there with his flyer, because I realize that I don't have some of the logos, and I do not want to start doing his flyer and it's not all the way completed. Just Oops. To find out. Didn't mean to do that. So let me know. I'm trying to think of anything else that I have to work on that I can show you guys. I think Lily might be awake, and if Lily's awake, then it's bye-bye time. So someone wrote, DC, join YouTube late. How did you create the gradient layer? So let's just do that again. So I'll open up a new frame and show you how to do that. So what I did is, whenever you make a new document, you want to go in and put in the pixels or the inches that correlate with where you're planning to use the actual design. So they'll probably be mostly using it on Instagram. So this dimension works. And then I pulled in the actual, yeah, Lily is awake. So after this, I'll show this and then I'll head off. So I'm using pictures from the actual venue because they wanted you to know that it was going to be like a party and that the event is really, going to be nice. So right now I just press Control T out the image. And so what I did is I just created a new layer. And then you want to change the foreground and the background to the gradient that you want, basically, because that's the kind that I'm going to use. And then you go over to the side and you pick the little, you know how if you click on the side, you're able to, it'll tell you the name. So it's like a little square that almost looks like a gradient. So you go to the gradient tool and then you pull the little cursor to where you want the effect to go. And so that's literally it. Then you have the ability, you know, if you want to make it not as obvious, you can change the opacity. So that's that. That's how that goes. So yeah, I'm gonna stop there, you guys, because Lily is awake, and then I also need to get him to send me the rest of the logos because all the logos aren't there. But I just wanted to show you a bit of, like, we probably were not even, we were on for a minute, and that's only as far as I got already. So if you guys have any questions, you need help with your designs. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. If you need help with your designs, you can always just email me. I'll put my email down. And then I also will be having, like I said, I'll be having class next Saturday, where I'll be showing you even more stuff that you can do on Photoshop for your brand. Lily, hold on. You're not about to get a cookie. And so that, I'll also put the link to that if you want to sign up for class. So right now it's $57. After Sunday, it will go up to $77. So if you're interested in it, you guys want to have that professional look, you definitely want to get in right now, because once I put it up afterwards, I'll probably sell it for even more, because I'm really going to go in a lot of detail. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll definitely try to get back on and do more little short tutorials like this where I'm showing you different things. I do have to work on a logo later, so I may get back on and show you guys that process if it's not too crazy around my house. So make sure you're following me on YouTube. That way, you know, if I don't go on Periscope, you'll still be able to know. I don't know if YouTube sends you notifications or what, but yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I enjoyed doing this tutorial. Thank you, thank you, thank you.